Hello friends, welcome back. Today I am changing out the decor in my china cabinet, and I know many of you love to see that, so I thought I would show you. So I'm starting with a lace runner and my white chargers. I got those white chargers at a garage sale. They came on a tray, and a tiered tray, and I'm going to use these pink dishes. I've used those quite a bit. I like the pink dishes because first of all, my mother-in-law got them for me. These, and I think there's 5 of them. And then there's a darker one, 2 darker ones too. And I'm also going to use some earthquake gum. If you don't know what that is, you can Google it. You can order it on Amazon. I get mine at Walmart. I'm pretty sure you can get it almost anywhere. But it's like gum, but it's a little bit stiffer. And it's just gonna hold my plates into place. I do live in the Northwest, so it is wise to use something. That way, if we do have a small tremor, my dishes aren't gonna move. But you can use it on the backs of pictures on the wall that just won't hang straight. There's like a million uses for it. It's just so handy. But I'm gonna attach my dishes on there and make sure that they don't slide down. These are the other 2 plates that I was telling you about. My mother-in-law got me all of these pink dishes the first Christmas that my husband and I were married, and I absolutely love them. They match a lot of the decor in my living room, and my little dining room area is visible from my living room, so that's why I tend to use the pink dishes more often. But because it's spring, I'm kind of going with the pink and green color scheme this year. And as you can see, I'm hanging 2 small plates on plate hangers in the center top of my china cabinet in the back. And I'm just using tacks. And I'm not used to doing that. I am used to hanging something up there, but I've never hung something in the center like that. And I really love it. I love how that looks. So I'm just gonna center those plates on the top, and I'm gonna use my pink and green Lefton teapot. And that I got at a garage sale with the cream and sugar for $10. I actually didn't know that it was a collector's item until I think maybe 2 or 3 years after I bought it, and I accidentally discovered that it was a collector's item. So that was a little DIY I put together, and I always like to add white dishes to my china cabinet. So I actually like my cabinet really full looking, and everybody's different. Maybe you like it very minimal. I'm just sharing ideas with how I do it. These plates come with a different fruit on them, and I usually use those at a tea party. But I'm just going to use the one that had the strawberries on it because it's pink. These bouquets, little hand-tie bouquets I got at Michael's this spring. That is like one of my weaknesses at Michael's. I love the little hand-tie bouquets. They're so cute. I think these were $6.99, somewhere around there. And there's always like a percentage off too. And you'll see me put something somewhere and then move it. And I may move it 5 or 6 times, and then I may not even end up with it on the china cabinet at all. But normally I hang cups along the entire top row, but I'm just gonna hang those 2 in the center and kind of have the center as more of a focal point. And you'll see that the color of my little teacup there matches the pink plates, but it's not the same pattern. And that's because it's a really hard pattern to find. And I like mixing and matching. As long as it's the same color scheme, I absolutely love mixing and matching. And so I've been kind of building on those initial plates that my mother-in-law got me, building on that collection. As I go, I'll go to a Goodwill or a garage sale and pick up pieces that are the same colors. And gradually I've been building it up. So I love the pink and green together. So on this little plate, I'm gonna add a little bird's nest with some faux eggs and this metal top on it. I like to add a little bit of metal in the spring. I think that's really the only time I add bits of metal on my china cabinet, but I feel like it's spring looking to me. So yeah, that little milk or creamer thing there, that is actually a Christmas tree ornament. It comes in a 2-pack and I got it at Hobby Lobby, but I actually use it all year as a little decor piece. The little bird I got at Michael's about 5 years ago. You can see those plates or those bowls there. That was a Goodwill find, same color pattern. And I'm trying to just stick with my pink and green colors. And of course I'll add white to it, but yeah, I try to stick with the same colors. And like I said, you can see me moving things multiple different times. That is a Hall teapot. Apparently it's a collector's item too. I got it at a garage sale, I want to say for like $3, $6, somewhere around there. But yeah, I'm gonna add this cute little candle up there, my little salt and pepper shakers. I love those. Those are my favorite, little bears having tea. And I just feel like them having tea is appropriate for my china cabinet with all my tea decor in it. And yeah, I just keep moving things, and it takes me probably I would say about 2 hours, to be honest. It's because I'm constantly moving things and trying new things. I feel like a china cabinet needs something weighting it or grounding it, kind of like a living room seating area. It needs an area rug to ground it. I feel like a china cabinet needs that too. So I am moving things around and treating each one of those squares. Basically, when you're looking at it, you see squares. I'm treating each one as its own vignette, its own little space, but I want everything cohesive. So I end up moving these things down at the bottom, right there where I took that plate off. I wanted the center in this middle row here to be a little bit highlighted, and I knew I wanted to add something different in the center at the bottom. Normally I'll add a white soup tureen, and I have 2 different ones. Sometimes I have both of them on my china cabinet at the same time, but I did want one of them on there because I feel like it grounds the china cabinet, and I've chosen the smaller one. I feel like it just fits the size of everything else, but to me it just made it a little bit more grounded. And I would say that if you're new to decorating a china cabinet or not sure how to do it, pick key pieces to ground your china cabinet and then build from that. Yeah, if that makes sense. It feels weighted. That soup tureen weighted it right there, and everything else just kind of flows with it. I hope that makes sense. It does to me anyway. So I wanted to move these things around a little bit because of my left-in teapot on the right there. I wanted something else green. I do like to have a balance of colors, so I've moved up my little cupcake tray, my DIY cupcake tray, because it has a light green. And I'm gonna add these. A friend gave me these years ago, and I absolutely love them. They've got a little rooster on there, and I love the spring color of that green. And there are a few casualty pieces that I've lost along the way. When she originally gave them to me, I think there was about 4 cups. Now I only have 2, and a couple of them are chipped. I don't actually use them. They're just decor pieces, so I don't mind that they're chipped. So As you can see, I'm just rearranging things, moving things around, trying to balance out the colors and the feel. I'm gonna add a little bit of faux ivy, and at first I try it on in that milk pitcher, and I've added the ivy in there before, and it was just a strand of ivy that I've kind of scrunched up. I've left the two ends hanging so I can arrange them how I want. So you can see that even though I'm working with all pinks and greens, there's deeper colors and there's lighter colors, all in the same pink and green family. So I'm adding this little hand tie bouquet, which I also got at Michael's, into this little vase, I guess that's what you'd call it, onto the top. But because those two plates on the top and the cups are darker colored pink, I felt like that little hand tie bouquet was just adding to the dark on the top row. So I wanted to spread that out, the deeper colors and the lighter colors. So I switch out the ivy and add the ivy up there. I think that looks better. It's adding some green up there, and that darker pink in that hand tie bouquet I can bring down to the second shelf instead of everything being on the top. So I'm gonna add a couple of little bunnies. I got those at Walmart. I think they were like $1.50 last year. I think they're so cute. And I like to add napkins on my china cabinet. You guys may have seen this before. I just feel like it's appropriate. It's a china cabinet with dishes, so I just feel like napkins tucked in, and that's how I folded them in there. Just looks nice and gives it a warm, full feeling. And obviously it just adds more of that color. So since I have one napkin there, I want to add a couple more, and I'm just going to fold them up into a napkin ring. So I have a variety of different napkin rings and linen napkins because I host tea parties. So I have a lot to choose from, and I think that's why I like to change out my china cabinet so much. If I didn't, I wouldn't be able to enjoy all of those things that I have because I'm not hosting tea parties a lot. Actually, I think the last tea party I hosted was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So I was supposed to host another one this last spring, but because of the pandemic, I couldn't do that. So this is just a way for me to enjoy all of the china and teapots and teacups and stuff that I have. So yeah, I'm just, like I said before, moving things around. I want to spread out the lighter versions of the colors and the darker versions so it's spread out evenly on my entire china cabinet. And like I said, I am treating each space as if it's its own little vignette, but everything flowing together, working cohesively, but that each space individually has interest in it. So these are some Dollar Tree flowers that I'm just going to pull the flowers off the stem, and that way I can put this little bunch into something small. And at first I'm going to add it into this little creamer that I have. I got that at a garage sale because it's a left-in piece. I wanted to build on that, but it didn't have the lid, so I usually use it as a little vase or something. But yeah, just adding little touches, rearranging things, and just moving things until I feel like it feels full enough and looks right, looks spread out enough. So you can see that I moved that sugar container underneath the other one that's identical to it. It's just that one had handles and one has a lid and the other one didn't. So I just stack them on top of each other. I don't know if it looks weird. It doesn't to me. So this is a little sign thing that I got from the Dollar Tree, and the stickers came from the Dollar Tree too. And I just think that it would be a cute little thing that would look cute on a tiered tray as well. I am going to be doing my tiered tray here soon. I have specific colors that I'm going to be adding to it this year. So yeah, I love how everything turned out. I think it looks full enough. I think it looks very spring and pretty. So I hope you guys got some ideas from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And of course, as always, I hope you're having a great day. So I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye for now.